Hey there everyone, Kyle Bohannon with Strive Fitness and Performance right here in Monroe, Ohio. And today I'm going to talk to you guys all about stepping outside of your body and taking an outside view of having an out-of-body experience when it comes to your nutrition and exercise programs. It gets very easy to get caught up in all the advertisements of this lady lost 20 pounds in 4 weeks. John lost 50 pounds in 4 months, so whatever the case may be, some of these big goals. And wow, for some people, these results are possible, but it's based on whatever circumstance that they are in with the relationship towards food, their current diet and exercise habits. It's a lot goes into it. And while yes, it is powerful in getting people started, they see these type of results, it can also be discouraging in the fact that not everyone can actually achieve those things, okay? Because for some people, there's a lot of barriers to overcome before you can start getting those kind of results. And for the vast majority of people, you're gonna see longer results, okay? Or slower, more consistent results, where instead of losing 20 pounds real quick, it might be a stall out for a little while, and then you lose 5 pounds, and then it stalls again, or maybe you gain a little bit back. So it's this up and down curve, but eventually, if you were to draw a straight line from starting to end, it's gonna be this line of progress, right? But there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs along the way. And it gets very infuriating sometimes and very discouraging. I can definitely vouch for that. When you're trying so hard, you're doing all these things correctly, at least you believe so, and yet the results aren't there. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is step outside of your body for a minute, because you get so obsessed with the numbers, whatever the calorie numbers you have to do, you have to reach for, and you live day to day to those numbers, but you're not seeing the results. And you're wondering, why am I not gaining weight? I'm not losing it, and the answer for you is to step outside of your body, to have an out-of-body experience, and I want you to view yourself like a scientific experiment, okay? The numbers you come up with, whatever we punch up at the beginning, okay? Say, this is your height, this is your weight, this is your activity level, and it shoots out a number. This is how many calories you need to eat in a day. Okay, that's a pretty good start, but it's also based on a lot of general assumptions that XYZ is what your daily activity level is, and this is how much you actually burn at your job, and a whole bunch of other factors that go into it. But it's a lot of assumptions, okay? So that number you shoot out is a starting point. It's a pretty good starting point for most people, but it's just a starting point. And so as I'm getting back to saying you need to be viewed as a scientist, looking at it outside, take those numbers, whatever it gets to you, and run it and be accurate with it. Track it. And as a scientist, there's no variability when you're running a test in science. Everything gets consolidated. Everything becomes very specific and trackable. So there's no like breakfast. You have 10 different options for breakfast that you cycle through every day. Nothing's ever the same, and it's tough to track. And same thing for lunch and dinner, all right? Well, in science, if you're going to do a scientific study, you're going to have the same thing for breakfast, same thing every lunch, same thing every for dinner, so you can limit out the variability and see what the results are, so you can really get a good picture, okay? And second, step away from the scale. The scale is only one data point. It's fine to use, but start getting other data points, progress pictures, tape measurements, body fat measurements if you can, if you have accessibility to a highly reliable body fat measurement system, right? So get as many data points as you can, because that weight can lie. You could be losing weight and losing pant sizes and losing inches, but your weight's staying the same. It's highly possible if you're going through a good exercise program and you increase your protein and you're starting to gain a little muscle tone. It's very possible. But eliminate as much variability as possible. Take whatever those intro numbers are that you have and run it. Don't change anything. Keep it steady. Run it for a month. Run those numbers, stick with it for a month, and see what happens. At the end of that month, look at your numbers, look at your results, look at those data points, not just the weight on the scale, but your tape measurements, your progress photos, XYZ. Take all these data points and look at them. And you'll see, okay, I didn't lose weight. I didn't gain weight. I did lose weight. Whatever the case may be, I lost inches. Whatever the data tells you, you then take that data, manipulate your numbers if you need to. If you didn't lose any weight, what that tells us, you either need to drop your calories a little bit more, or your activity level was not as high as we thought it was. So we need to increase your activity level. So it's either drop calories or increase activity. And then you set that in stone, and then you run that as a test. You test out those numbers, you test those parameters, and then again, about a month later, you look at the data. What does it tell you? Okay, you gained weight. Okay, you stayed the same, or you lost weight. Awesome. You make adjustments or no adjustments if you were progressing in the right direction, and you continue forward. And it's never an ending process. I mean, it's never a process that, boom, you find the right result and that's done. You can run it for life. It's always going to need to be edited and changed and adjusted as the results come through. So please, realize, step outside of your body. The initial numbers you might get, they might tell you to eat 1,800 calories or 2,000 calories or whatever the case may be. It might not work for you. You might not lose weight at that calories. That's not to say that that's bad for you, that was a bad number for you. It's just a starting point. It's a good generalization, but it could be that your activity level at your work or with your workouts aren't what you think they are. And so you either need to bump up your activity level or drop that calorie number just a little bit to find the right number. It all comes down to calories in and calories out. That's the bottom line. No matter the circumstance, even if you have medical conditions where it might bring your metabolic rate down, how much calories you burn in a day, it's still, at the end of the day, when it comes to losing weight, it's calories in, calories out. So come up with numbers, whatever they are, whatever's the starting point, and test it. If you end up losing weight too fast, and that can be a thing that happens and it's too bad, and it can be bad that you lose weight too fast because you lose a bunch of weight really fast. That means you're on a really low calorie diet and you're not consuming enough energy, so your vitamins and minerals are going to be down, your food quality is going to be down, your skin might change negatively, you might get kind of brittle hair, but also the less food you're eating, the more weight you're losing quickly, your appetite's going to increase and your cravings are going to increase and you have a greater chance to binge eat and then gain all that weight back, right? And so take a longer approach, shoot for a half a pound to a pound a week and put the numbers in play, set it and run it, test it, see how it goes, edit as you go along. So that's my message for you today. Step outside of your body and view yourself as a scientific experiment, okay? It's not a set form. It's always manipulating, testing different variables, seeing what works, and just moving forward as the results tell you. It's very easy to get caught up and get emotional about the results, but please, if you can, the moment you can catch yourself getting too emotional with the results you're coming, take a step back, gain some perspective on what you're doing, and look at the numbers, and progress and make adjustments as needed and progress forward. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this is helpful. I hope this has been a little bit of an eye-opening video for some of you out there. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'm always here to help. Send me a message. You can text me even 513-571-2950. If you're needing a little bit more and you're wanting to kind of get started with this, give me a message at my number, 513-571-2950, or drop a comment, and we can start we can have a phone conversation or a Skype or a Zoom call or whatever. We can talk about your goals, talk about the obstacles that you're coming over, and we can discuss, and maybe I can give you some one-on-one personal tips. So give me a message if you have anything. I'll be happy to help. Thank you very much, and I look forward to the next time where I can help you soon. Bye-bye.